Finding time for a meeting can seem impossible when you have a busy schedule, and the problem only becomes more difficult if you're trying to coordinate with both internal and external people. Often, this will lead to long email chains back and forth, time wasted, confusion, and frustration. This problem can, however, be solved with OnTime Polarity, a polling system that is integrated with the OnTime group calendar, and in this video I will show you how easy it is to create a poll, vote on the poll whether you're an internal or an external user, and how to create a meeting based on the poll results. The poll function is located on the left side and is very easy to use. All I have to do to start out with is just have the people who I would like to have in my poll selected and then just click on the plus button. Now I'm going to start out with the details of the event. I can add a description that explains what the meeting will be about. I can choose the duration and location for the meeting, which time zone it should follow, and when people should have voted before. I can also choose the language I want the email notifications to be in. And if I want, I can also customize the text for the email notifications. When this is filled in, I can go to the second part of my poll. Here I can edit the people I want to attend the meeting in different ways. Firstly, I can invite more people, both internally and externally. To invite people externally, all I need is their email address. If I have several external invitees and I have them on a comma-separated list, I can just copy and paste them in. I can then add names to the email addresses. If an email address has been used before, the name will be remembered. I can edit the names of all participants, so if I want to add a doctor title, I can do that. Now it's time to find date choices. Now, when I open, you can see that there aren't any available times in the near future. But since I really need to have the meeting soon, what I can do is I can choose to prioritize the invitees. So if I choose not to prioritize Jack, it doesn't mean that he won't get the invitation, just that his calendar won't be taken into consideration when finding dates. As you can see, this created a lot more free spots. I can then just choose different time suggestions. In the top, it shows which days there are availabilities, and underneath it shows when during the day there are availabilities and when I have availabilities in my calendar. I can move this box around to change the time, and when I'm happy with the choice, I just click OK. I can then add more time suggestions for the invitees to vote for, and when I'm done with the poll, I can just click Save and Send. If it is not quite ready, I can also just save it as a draft. Now that I have created the poll, it is time for the invitees to vote on the different date choices. Firstly, if I'm an internal user, I can vote directly from the OnTime client by going to the Meeting Poll section and clicking on the specific poll. Now I get a graphical overview of my calendar on the day that is suggested, and based upon this I can vote on whether or not I can attend. On the right side, I can write something in the stream, either for all the invitees to be able to see or just the host. It could be that I wanted to ask Liz to change the date, add someone else to the poll who should also be attending, or I just wanted to let everyone know something. In this stream over here, I can choose whether I want to see all the poll updates or just the chat in order to make it easier to find the relevant information. When I am finished here, I can submit my answers, and it is now up to the owner to make a decision. I can always go in and change my votes if I need to, or write something in the stream. Now the poll will be in the responded category. If I am an external user, I instead receive an email with a link to vote online. When I open this link, I get to a site where I have all the meeting information. This site can be designed by the company who is inviting, using their logo, links, and colors. The language is controlled by the language of your browser and can be adjusted in the top right corner. On this site, you can see what has already been voted for, and you can vote yourself. When you are done voting, all you have to do is click Submit. If none of the dates fit, I can also just say no dates suit. If the date choices I sent out doesn't work for the invitees, or I want to add more people to the poll, I can also do that by going into the poll and clicking Edit. Now I can go down and add more internal or external invitees, or I can go up here and add more date choices. If I change something here, I could simply just save it, and the invitees will get an email or a notification if it is relevant for them, letting them know that there are new date choices to the meeting, or whatever the change was. If the date choices were good and everyone have cast their votes, it is time for me as an owner to select date and send out the invites. When I open the poll, I can see how many people have voted for the different date choices, and I can then choose the best fit. If people haven't responded, I can also notify them, which sends them a follow-up email. When I click invite, I get to the normal meeting invite site, but I already have all the meeting details and invitees filled out, so all I have to do is send out the invite. You can also create polls on behalf of others if you have the rights and on time to edit in their calendar, but much more on that in the video about events for others. If your company uses Polarity a lot, you might also want to consider creating an integration in your mail platform. One of the ways this could work is by creating a button in your mailbox that takes all the people involved in a certain chain and put them in a poll, making it very easy to just vote on a date instead of writing back and forth. Just like that, I have found the best time for a meeting and send out the invite without having to leave my on-time group calendar to do so. This means that I haven't had to share my calendar data with the third-party voting service while also being able to use the internal calendar data to optimize the choices by having an insight into the internal invitees' calendars. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and visit our YouTube channel for more videos like it. You can also visit our website for more information and to try it out yourself.